Hey there, it's Anonymous Tea, where we spill the tea anonymously. Hello, everyone. Hello, YouTubers. Hope you guys are all having an amazing day today, sending good vibes, sending positivity, sending blessings, and good energy to each and every single one of you. Thank you so much for tuning in. So, anything I say is alleged and in my very, very personal opinion. This for entertainment purposes only. None of this is personal. The Copyright Act of 1976 is in the description box. Some meat and potatoes, some housekeeping items. It is free to follow me. Free to follow me on this channel, Anonymous Tea. Free to follow me on my other channel, Anonymous Tea Podcast. There is new content over there. Follow me on the Tickety Talk at Anonymous Tea Podcast. Free to follow me on the Instagram. On the Instagram is at Anonymous Reality Tea. Free to share everywhere. Free to like the video so it gets out to the algorithm. Free to share with your family, your friends, and your foes, and coming or going, hit the like button. So today we are talking Bravocon, and specifically we are talking Real Housewives of Atlanta, because there was a segment where Shameana, aka Shamesi, aka Shamo, tried to age shame Real Housewives of Atlanta. What are we doing? What are we doing? Can I just say for the record, people thought K. Michelle is going to turn the show into Love and Hip Hop and the Zeus Network. I'm here to point the fingers and direct your attention to Shameana, Shamesi, and her sidekick, Kelly, and their Dollar Tree version of Frickin' Frack Season 1. No. So what has happened, you guys? What has happened? As you know, Real Housewives of Atlanta had a panel, all of the things. And Shamia is talking about her expectations, finally, after all these seasons, getting a peach. Something that Portia didn't have to do, or Cynthia didn't have to do, or Nene Leakes didn't have to do, or Phaedra didn't have to do. They came right out, hitting the ground running, and earning those peaches right on the spot, y'all. Right on the spot. Shamia, you had to work all these decades to get finally a peach. And you have the audacity to say at your age that, and this is not me age shaming, because Shamia sounds like she's 21 years old and needs to be on the college campus at a frat party, is what Shamia sounds like. She says that her expectation as a peach holder was she wants the cast to be quote unquote young, quote unquote the fun girls that take body shots, that do the twerking, and that jump in pools. What? It's giving spring break when you're in your early to mid 20s. Like, what are we saying? You're on the wrong show, Shamia. And not, quote, doing the same things. No. And so now Shamia is claiming, oh, this is a different group. It's a different platform, all of the things, and it changes people and it changes things and it makes you do the crazy things. Here's the one thing I want to say about Real Housewives of Atlanta. This club atmosphere, this Zeus Network atmosphere that Shamia desires has never been the Real Housewives of Atlanta brand. Like, what is Shamia talking about? So Cynthia replies and is like, listen, look at here, little girl. I was your age or around your age when I joined this platform, and I fit right in with the cast. No, Cynthia didn't say that, I did. But nonetheless, said that she's been around for a while. She's been around this franchise for a long time. And she wants to specifically talk about Atlanta and talked about the fact that any type of alliances, any type of friendships or groupings of togetherness or any type of cliques, whatever you want to call it, it's not something new. It's not something new that is being, brought out of here in season 16 or season 17. No. We've had the talls versus the smalls. We've had all types of alliances, y'all. But when Cynthia said, listen, looky here, everybody always talks about the best years of these Housewives franchises, or quote unquote, the glory years, is what Cynthia wanted to refer this to, right? And she specifically called out Atlanta. She said age was nothing but a number. Age did not matter. Age was a non-factor. And it was celebrated regardless of how old you were. It was not a talking point or a sticking point to be a shade grenade or try to put somebody down about. And the beauty of it was there was a range of different ages in the cast. And they were still able to have fun. And they were able to have a sisterhood still, regardless of how old somebody was. Who was the youngest in the group? Who was the oldest in the group? It didn't matter because that's not what it was about. Real Housewives of Atlanta, if there was beef, if there was drama, it was about whatever the drama was. It wasn't about your age. It was about what the actual drama or what the issue was. But Shamia trying to imply ageism is a whole new low. I would argue Angela Oakley would fit right in with this class too, right? She would have fit in the earlier seasons of Real Housewives of Atlanta and should have been cast. Shamia is a miscast. Shamia is only there because Candy begged for her to be on the show and because she was at one point in time supposedly Portia's best friend. But everything Shamia has been giving, she should not be back for a second season. See, this is the problem with Shamia. Shamia feels as though she's got a comfortable life. She's got a rich husband. Let me, act out my wildest dreams because I've been wanting to be famous forever. I want what Portia has. But her idea of what fame and everything else looks like is not the Real Housewives of Atlanta brand. So all the twerking, the body shots, doing all this other foolishness and stuff. Yeah, these housewives may engage with you a time or two and do it on a trip or two. But we're not about to be doing that for no 23 episodes a season. No. But Shamia came in like this. Twerking, doing all types of stuff. Thinking that this was it, that's what she needs to do for attention. She thinks that, selling the fantasy and doing all this other foolishness is what makes Real Housewives of Atlanta when that hasn't been the case. It has always been about the sisterhood. It has always been about getting to the bottom of stuff and trying to resolve these issues. The problem in the recent seasons of Real Housewives of Atlanta was they were adapting the foolishness that they like to do over in OC in Beverly Hills, which is we're just going to take a major storyline and we're just going to drag that out for the whole season so that we all can hide behind our real issues that we got going on. We can hide behind if we've got lawsuits or if we've got issues with our money or if we've got issues in our marriage. We're going to hide behind all of that and we're going to come up with something else to be the dominant storyline so we don't got to share nothing. No. In the glory years of Real Housewives of Atlanta, everybody was sharing something. Everybody had something to give. Shamia has not giving what the fans were expecting to see with her being a peach holder. She is stuck in the early 2000s. I think she is mentally stuck in the 2000s. And I just don't understand it. If you want to go back to college, just say that. If you want to go back to college and party on the frat houses every weekend, every night, to do your body shots and jello shots and jump in the pool naked and all of those things, just say that. But that's not why we're watching Real Housewives of Atlanta. We wanted to see the friendships, the opulence, the lifestyle, ridiculous birthday parties, whether it's for yourself or for one of your kids. and petty fights over foolishness, funny reads, but reads that you can still come back at the end and move on to something else. Now what's happening is everybody takes everything personal, and not everybody is keeping it a buck about what is taking place. Like Shamia got exposed by Angela Oakley and Drew Sidora for talking crazy about Portia off camera, then would cry on camera, I don't understand why Portia won't talk to me and why we're not as good. No, you know what you were doing. And Angela clocked your tape. That you have been holding on to all these issues with Portia over the years. You've been telling everybody but Portia your issues. You waited till you have a peach to get your get back, and nobody bought it. And so now what's happening is Shamia's doing the same thing she did her first season as a peach holder, is she's going to beef with everybody that Portia's cool with, right? So she started off beefing with Drew Sidora, and it looks like there's going to be some Drew Sidora beef this season, especially now that Drew and Portia are cool, right? So it sounds like there's going to be beef potentially this season with Cynthia, because I couldn't imagine who would have beef with Cynthia other than somebody like a Shamia. And it makes perfect sense as to why. So I am not shocked at all that this is going to be, Shamia's situation. And this is the thing. It's like the thing of a housewife. You've got to stand in something. Even if you're flat out wrong or whatever it is, you got to stand for something, and you got to be able to show that you can handle the crown, that you can handle a major storyline. Shamia's not showing that. She is showing that she either has to be somebody's lapdog, shout out to Drew Sidora, or she needs a minion. But the problem is, Shamia on her own or even with a minion is not going to dominate the rest of these casts and their personalities, because they're all seasoned vets. With the exception of Shamia, Kelly, and Angela. And so what you're going to try to do, I already see the play. You're going to try to pull in K. Michelle and try to pull in Pinky and try to cause drama with Portia and Cynthia and other people? Like it's not going to work. Because ultimately, Cynthia, Portia, and Phaedra are going to want to protect the brand of Real Housewives of Atlanta. And I think Angela understood quickly in making up with Portia, it's better for the brand as them friends than them to be enemies. Shamia and Kelly are stuck in high school. They're stuck in high school. They're stuck in middle school where everything needs to be a clique. Everything needs to be an alliance. And if you're not in our alliance, you're the ops. No. You need to grow up. You need to grow up. You need to let go of these grudges, or you guys are not going to last much longer on this show, because the rest of the cast will band together and ice your behinds out. So there is that. That is it. That is all. Es todos, es final, es finito. It's the end of the road. It's the end of the line for this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're notified the moment I post the content on my channel. And with that being said, I'll talk to you guys again very soon.